People were shocked when Yusuf Nsibamba, the former opposition MP, met General Kaguta Museveni and insinuated that together with other opposition members, they visited Museveni to tell him to release political prisoners.
Abavubuka bannamwezimba nyiga kalubya amatama kakati abavubuka ne balonda ku kalubya amatama tujja kabanja tewali amanyija kabanjiza. So I think akaluka no Museveni yakawangula. Mu mwaka guno gwendabye president emirundi ebiri niyo mwaka ogwedde namulaba emirundi esatu. Mu December nene mabega namulaba mbadde nze nkiribu dialogue ku national question ku bintu ebiruma abantu yesoboka emirimu obutakanya okusosolagana mawanga okusiba abantu ebyo bibaddewo nze abantu bange nabajjayo omwezi gumu ng'okulonda okuwedde abantu 14 ne babateeka ku Jalia City nengamba abedi era naye najjayo ababe ababaka beeswagala kwogera wano ne kakati bamanyi gye bali. So ekintu ky'okwogera tekibadde kino lwakuba nti ekifaananyi kyafulumye abantu balaza nti twabaddeyo lwa bululu era tetubaddeyo nti lwakuba twakola ki twawangulwa nedda.
When you hear Yusuf Nsibamba using the leverage of political prisoners to get himself into government, very many opposition politicians have used this. And for me, I feel bad. These same people, when they are still holding opposition positions, they say nothing. The moment they lose them, they start leveraging the plight of very many opposition victims to leverage themselves and endear themselves to General Kaguta Museveni. In fact, when the same was asked to Joe Senyo, he said this statement.
Kakati oli Latif Sebagala, oli former MP, kati oli former aspirant kuba mayor. Mbogenze n'ogamba mu M7 oba Nsibambi Honorable Yusuf. Nti ogenze n'ogamba mu M7 nti kati tabasibe. Nti agenda kutabasibe kubanga Latif Sebagala amugambye tabasibe. Kweli.
That is Joe Senyo. So the purpose of this video, I've come to show you the hypocrisy of Yusuf Nsibamba, of trying to play with the plight of very many opposition victims, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sura Mawagari. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. First of all, a picture circulated on social media when people like Latif Sebagala, Yusuf Nsibamba and others met General Kaguta Museveni. For me, I feel bad that even people who the plight of opposition does not affect directly are on the forefront of using the same people to endear themselves to the dictator Kaguta Museveni so that they can get positions. That is very bad. In fact, even when the data money came into FDC, there are very many people who stood tall to disregard BESIGYE's rumor where Yusuf Nsibamba, it is the truth. He even remembered in FDC where he lost an election. So sometimes BESIGYE, as time goes on, he becomes vindicated whenever the data money is mentioned. In a clip, Nsibamba himself came out to say that he met General Museveni on the 3rd of January and recently after election. It means that he met General Museveni even before election. Imagine if he had been elected on FDC ticket, he would come out to say that he is opposition, yet is the same person who met General Kaguta Museveni in the night. You rather be with someone who meets General Museveni during the day and he comes out to say that he's opposition, but a person who meets General Museveni in the night and after losing an election comes out to say that he has never met him, it is something very bad. In fact, here's a video confirming that he met General Museveni on 3rd before the election, because parliamentary and presidential election were here at 15th year's step.
Mu mwaka guno gwendabye president emirundi ebiri niyo mwaka ogwedde namulaba emirundi esatu. Mu December nene mabega namulaba mbadde nze nkiribu dialogue ku national question ku bintu ebiruma abantu yesoboka emirimu obutakanya okusosolagana mawanga okusiba abantu ebyo bibaddewo nze abantu bange nabajjayo omwezi gumu ng'okulonda okuwedde abantu 14 ne babateeka ku Jalia City nengamba abedi era naye najjayo ababe ababaka beeswagala kwogera wano ne kakati bamanyi gye bali. So ekintu ky'okwogera tekibadde kino lwakuba nti ekifaananyi kyafulumye abantu balaza nti twabaddeyo lwa bululu era tetubaddeyo nti lwakuba twakola ki twawangulwa nedda. njogereganyiza n'omukulembeze w'eggwanga emirundi egisuuka 4 mu mwaka guno namusiikana nga 3 ne okwosa eggulo naye emirundi gino gye namusinkana egisinga obungi mbadde musinkana abantu batono nnyo naye kuno twabadde abantu 17 nga mulimu abakulembeze abamemba ba parliament mu bibiina byonna n'abanuupu babadde 3 abalondeddwa bwe twamusinkanye nabo n'ebibiina ebyenjawulo naye nga tetubasinkana ng'ababiina byabwe kuba kyali kyetaagisa ate olukuŋŋaana olunene mu kibiina lukkirize tubadde tubasinkana ng'abantu kinoomu.
That is Yusuf Nsibamba. So it points towards very many opposition leaders bargaining their part of the kill with General Kaguta Museveni. Yet they are sound loudest when they come back this side. For example, Yusuf Nsibamba is the chief whip of FDC within Parliament. FDC has not come out to give any information about this. It clearly confirms that when Dr. BESIGYE came out to say that there is that man in the FDC, it was right. Imagine if that person was from a different political party. That party would come out to issue a statement. But even FDC's mom, and then I'm afraid the President General is keeping quiet. The Secretary General, the President General, Amulet is also keeping quiet. What does it point to? It points to the dealing which Dr. BESIGYE spoke about. So for me, when I saw Nsibambi saying that on TV, it was a clear indication that these people have always been behaving that way. And I remember when Dr. BESIGYE there is a day he spoke about this, that even in a war, in a revolution, in a battle, there are some people who cannot persevere. They will handle themselves up to the opponent. And when he was talking about it, he mentioned the name Nsibambi. Even up to now, I think Dr. BESIGYE knew the position Nsibambi holds. In fact, Dr. BESIGYE said this.
Deyo bajja kwewayo mu lutalo lwonna buli lutalo ebintu bino byonna bibeerawo. In fact emyaka gino gyonna ndudde nga natuuma erinnya muganda wange Yusuf Nsibamba namuwa erinnya Kanoonya. Twali mu lutalo eruweero twalinayo munnaffe baali bamuyita Kikonyogo Kanoonya. Kikonyogo Kanoonya olutalo bwe lwakaluba ennyo 83 nga guggwako 83 olutalo lwali lw'amaanyi olwo oyita ojjooka nga anaatera okufuna accident eyo. Bamu ku balwanyi baffe baasalawo okwewaayo nga olutalo tebakyalaba nti lusoboka ne beewaayo. Omu ku beewaayo yali Kikonyogo Kanoonya. Era oyita ojjooka ng'agenda kufa yali mu helikopita ng'akanyuga empapula wansi we twali mu nkambi zaffe, akanyuga empapula zigwe gye tuli ng'atubuulira atuwandiikidde tweweeyo tetukyalina kyakukola, mweweeyo nga bannammwe Kikonyogo Kanoonya abaali bamaze okwewaayo gye bali munammwe mweweeyo nga bakanoonya. Era lyerinnya lye natuuma Nsibambi. Ne bwe tuwandiikiragana ampandiikira ne bwolaba kusibya asayiringaze Kanoonya. So si bipya ebigenda mu maaso mu ntalo zonna abantu beewaayo. Bannaffe bazze beewaayo, si bano bokka abasoose. Si bano bokka bazze beewaayo. Eri gye twava Bonzima baani bazze beewaayo bannaffe. Oli n'alemererwa n'amanya nti olutalo lugaanye ne yeewaayo. Naye abalala ne basigala nga bakola ki? Nga balwana. Era ne bwe Kanoonya ne bwe beewaayo olutalo twalulwana ne tuluwangula. Na luno tugenda kuluwangula. Oba bawambye kitebe, oba bawambye ki, tusigala. In fact, ebitebe byaffe mu lutalo olw'ensiko bawamba bingi. wano ekitema Masanga wetwabeera ne headquarter y'amaanyi command post ekitema Masanga wano kumpi ne Semuto naye batulumba ne bawamba ekitebere bakiwamba tekyategeeza ti olutalo lukoze eki luwedde nedda.
That is BESIGYE. So you clearly see, sometimes we need to pray for any leader who leads a revolution like Kizza Besigye. Imagine these people were in FDC under Kizza Besigye, who put his life on the line. Right now he's in jail. There were the same people who were holding senior position within the FDC. And Ramaphosa is keeping quiet because he knows he cannot condone what is happening. Even in the clip, Nsibambi came out to say that he went with 3 elected NUP members. So we clearly see that leaders who are in the opposition are surrounded with the moles who disregard the revolution, who disregard how things are. Some of them have become more richer than Dr. Kizza Besigye, who, by the way, is a sacrifice to our country. Because he was in the bush in 1980. He has been in the opposition for more than 30 years, fighting for human rights and jurisprudence. And these are the same people who are around him. I cry for my beloved country. Of course, as my opinion remains truly Mr. Makindi Kabisula Iman Mahagal. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.